Hello friends, we are going to do a fun project, or I hope it will be fun. We're kind of figuring this out together, but I just have some printouts of flowers here. I'm using these for another project too, but just some florals. And I made this goth glue or black glue, which I love. And you mix it together. It's super simple. I have a short on my YouTube channel if you want to check that out for the recipe, but it's really easy. And I have a piece of plastic, so we're going to use that. And I think I'm just going to kind of use these as embellishments to add to my journal. I really love this. It dries flat, but it has a little bit of lift and texture. So that's what we're going to do. And this is just literally like the thinnest plastic you can ever get. I probably should have got maybe a thicker plastic, but it's just from packaging. I got like the button file bags from the Dollar Tree to stick stuff into. So I'm just going to use the clear parts, but I love, crafts where you can like recycle things. And these have some fine details, so I'm just probably going to get like the overall shapes of things. But I don't know what I did with my scissors, so I guess we're just going to tear today. I did cleaning. This is what happens when I clean my craft room. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to grab some tape. This does have a hole in it, so I'm going to remind myself that, that won't help if I do the hole. Okay. Could I have some masking tape here? Maybe I will. Where are my scissors? I have been working on so many projects that I have lost them or something. Something strange has happened, but I'm just hoping that I don't get that hole. Oh, maybe. I'm just going to rip this off so that I know. And then you can kind of pick whichever kind of foils you want to use. I love using these for all sorts of projects. Maybe. Which ones do I want to use? I don't want anything that has too much detail, so maybe I'll use this. But I do want a flower too, so we'll use the flower and these. So I'm going to stick this down, add some tape, just because you guys know how clumsy I am. But there are so many fun projects that you can do with this glue. I used to make it when I was in school with my teachers, and I had forgotten about it, but there's this wonderful artist, I will link her below, but she calls it goth glue, which is awesome. And that's what my teacher used to call it too, which we thought was really funny. But yes, and she's kind of like revitalized it, which is really cool. People have been doing it for years, but it's nice when you kind of rediscover things that gave you delight, right? When you were small or have good memories. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay. And I'm just going to make sure that the nib is good. I like to kind of practice a little bit and get my flow kind of going. And like I said, it's not going to look like this, right? It might be a little bit bigger, and you can add as many details as you want. You don't need to add a ton of pressure. And we're just gonna let them dry completely, right? And I'm going to use these as embellishments in my journal. I just think it would be really awesome. I like the way that they feel. I can cut them out. And you could do this with your own drawings. Like I like to draw, especially florals and things like that. And they can be just a great addition into your journal, junk journal, whatever you want to use. And I like them because they do have a little bit of texture. I kind of messed that one up, but that's okay. It will work out. And you can even like take a baby wipe, kind of wipe things back a little bit. If you're like me and you're a mess, this works. Okay. Just take a baby wipe and wipe it back. Very good. And, use the print or or your sketches as just kind of a guide. I actually made a heart with this too for my Instagram. I do a process art video every week over there. So this is the one that I made for this week. So you'll see this after it's posted over there, but it's really fun. I love how matte it is, but it does have a little bit of texture, and it's just really fun to play with. I mean, you can do it on paper or plastic, whatever. It's such kind of a good thing to have in your stash. And I have been making tons of different kinds of hearts. I have a new class called Dancing Abstract Watercolor Hearts. This is what we kind of make together. So I've been in love with just making hearts recently. So I'm going with the flow for this week. And I'll have that link below. I have a school if you're interested in taking my art classes, but it's so much fun. Super, super simple. But let's trace some more of these. I think maybe I'll try this leaf here. And really you can print out like a coloring book works well, or anything will really work for this technique, even your own drawing. So the sky's the limit. I am going to have a printable available in my Etsy store for a couple of dollars if you want these particular designs, but very simple. There's just so many cool kind of designs that you can get, so no worries there. There we go. And you can add as many details as you want, but I love the way that this looks. And then you can add Sharpies if you want to this, and put it in your journal, kind of give it like a stained glass look. But I think I'm going to leave these as is. And in maybe the next couple weeks, I'll share another video about how I'm going to use these kind of embellishments. But that's a great thing, right, about watching other creators, is that it sparks you. So you can do things in your own style, you know, or be inspired by them, but kind of put your own spin on it. That's the fun part. That's why I love to share these videos, and I hope you get inspired. And you guys know my philosophy. I'm always happy to share, and I just hope that I inspire you. I just love it. And I'm going to leave just a little bit of transparency, but if you wanted to, you could just cover up the whole shape too and kind of have this 3D kind of effect. Let's do another one with the flower. I'm going to see if I work on under paper. So I'm going to gently move this over, and hopefully I do not make a mess. Alrighty. Just so I have a little bit of room for the flower, I want to show you that one. And then I'll show you these when they dry, so you can see that too. I think I want to do a rose, which is my favorite. Tell me in the comments what your favorite flower is. I love roses. I've always loved roses. I have a mentor, and she's really like my sister and so much more. It was from the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. We met when I was like 11. And she used to give me roses. She grew them in her backyard. So we'd go over there, you know, and watch movies and all that fun stuff that you do with your big sister. But I always went home with roses in the summertime and in the springtime. She would grow the most beautiful roses. So roses always have a wonderful memory for me because of that. Because I always went home with a beautiful little rose wrapped in paper towel and aluminum foil. And then I would put it in my room, and I had kind of this little memory of her. So nice. It's nice to hang on to those memories. I've been really kind of thinking about that a lot. That's why I kind of did the abstract heart class, because I think it's so beautiful that you can hold people, you know, in your heart. So this is a little bit tight. Okay. So we're going to see what I'm going to do here. I think I'm just going to make like a C shape and then go around. I'm not adding any pressure at all. I'm just going to try to get some stuff going on here. Yeah. And it's so beautiful. Art allows you to kind of capture those memories and those really beautiful moments that you share with the people that are important to you, you know? Especially like in your art journal or with artwork that you make. You can, you know, even add physical things from the people that you love, or just let them inspire a project, you know, or just add memories. There's another really wonderful artist, Amanda Evanston, and when she does a collection, or for the last few collections, she's been asking for names of like, she did like an angel collection, and she asked for like names of people that have been angels, you know, in our lives. So it's really beautiful. As an artist, you're able to incorporate that, you know, and it's a beautiful thing. So we're just going to add that on there like that. And I think I got all the lines, but who knows? But really pretty. Right? And then you could go in, like I said, and take Sharpies and color it in, and it'll be beautiful. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to cut these out and use them in my journal. But I think that I do want to add a little bit more detail. So maybe I'll go in with like, maybe not. Maybe I'll go in with this. And I'm sorry, this is like not a video that is very well thought out. We're just kind of going with the flow and experimenting together. But every once in a while I like to do videos like that. This is in real time, so you're kind of getting my thought process. You're going along with me to create, which I think is fun. And if flowers aren't your thing, you know, do something else. I love butterflies. I think birds would be really cool. So, you know, the sky is the limit. Do your thing. It's going to be great. Okay. Alrighty. And then maybe over here I'm going to add just a few little lines. Nothing too fancy, but just to give it kind of the appearance of a leaf-ish thing going on. And you could add, you know, as many details as you want, but I'm just going to keep it simple. So I'm just doing some diagonal lines from the center. But beautiful. Okay, so we're going to let that dry completely. I'm going to cut them out and I'll show you how they look like. It's going to take a little while though. I think it takes about 4 to 5 hours, or even overnight sometimes. It does take a little while. You can also use like a blow dryer. I do that on paper. I don't know if you want to use it on plastic because this is fairly thin. So I'm going to let mine naturally dry, but do as you wish. Okay, so everything is nice and dry except this little spot here. So I'll be careful of that, but maybe we'll work with the rose first. So if I just lift it off, you can see the detail that it has, and it's flat, but it's really cool. So we're just going to kind of trim around it. Hopefully these scissors are sharp enough for plastic. There we go. I have some tape on them too. And if you wanted to, like I said, you could get Sharpies and add lots of color. I'm going to keep mine like this, though. And just kind of cut around them. And we'll see. I might cut out one of the leaf shapes too. And let's put it on a journal page. I have some glue here. And hopefully I have a background that's ready to go. I'll use my junk journal. Alrighty. Alrighty. So that's kind of cool. And I love the transparency. Isn't that awesome? So we could do something like that. I actually really like that. And then I'm going to maybe grab a leaf, oops, from over here. careful not to disturb that other one. Maybe I'll do this one here. Might be too big, but we're going to try. And it's transparent. How cool is that? Alrighty, let's see. So we could do something like that. Oops. Let me straighten this out a bit. So let's see here. I think it's totally okay if it goes off the page. Just want to make sure that it's within the perimeters of the journal. Maybe we should do something a little bit bigger. Sometimes I like to lay things down in my journal that I can kind of use. I think that's a little bit too busy. Let's see here. Ooh, craft paper. How about we try that? Ooh, I like that. Or we could even not use the rose, maybe. I think that it needs to be on something bigger. So maybe we can do wherever that page was. I do like that background. Maybe something like that. Or you know what? Maybe it doesn't even need the leaf. Or maybe I can even draw in the leaves. That might be better too. Let me grab something. Anything. So I have this guy here. And because this is maybe a little bit transparent, let's make this is just a watercolor crown. Let's kind of fill this in and activate it with water. I'll just make a fairly loose kind of shape. And I think that I also want to give this a splatter. So I'm going to just scribble out with a watercolor pencil or watercolor. And I'm going to give it a splatter. Just like that. And then let's hit it with a little bit of heat. I'm going to kind of move these out of the way so they don't melt. Okay. Oh yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so let's grab some glue. I'm going to use some clear glue, but Elmer's dries clear, so no worries. Okay, I like that. Let's finish it up. So let's do some words or something. Let's see what I have. That's close. Okay, so I have this one. We could just do beautiful. Ooh, I kind of like that. So let's do beautiful, but I think I want to add something else too. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see, I think I have some text over here. Let's see if any of this will work. Beautiful. Ooh, maybe beautiful silence. That'll work. I don't know what that means, but that's what's speaking to me. That's what we're going to put down. Alrighty. So I really love these black glue embellishments. I think they're awesome. So I'm definitely going to make more of them and use them, and I hope that you do too. I hope you learned something from this little playtime with me. I don't know if I can call it a tutorial, but it was fun. I'm just going to add maybe just a little bit of darkness around the black part. That looks cool. Okay. So that's what we have. So I hope that you try this. It was so much fun, and you can create these really beautiful embellishments. And I even like them when you turn them over on the other side. It gives kind of a different kind of look, but I love how it looks. It turned out great. You could even just use a glue stick. I just use clear glue, but a glue stick would work fine too. And I like that it kind of goes over a bit, but really fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you for the next one. Bye bye.